Hey there, my name is Bree, and I would like to be your new carpet cleaning guru. So I'm going to show you this section of carpet that I cleaned the other day and kind of tell you how I got here and what I'm doing, and I hope you guys would like to watch and follow along on this journey. So just about a year ago now, I started posting videos on TikTok, and I just kind of started doing really basic cleaning videos, some cooking videos, things like that. Honestly, I very much suck at doing very average basic cleaning, but I'm trying to make myself better at it, make myself more productive with it. And one day I decided to record me shampooing my carpets. My carpets are, one, a horrible, ugly brown color, and two, they're very old and they desperately need replaced, which is something that I am working on. But everybody kind of went crazy for my carpet cleaning videos, and I jumped from 10,000 followers to like 60,000 followers in just a few months. And it's been very surreal. Actually, the shampooer that I'm using in this video, Hoover actually just sent that to me because I had made a video about how my last Hoover shampooer had finally broken. I did have it for 5 years before that, and Hoover reached out and sent me this one, which I am in love with. Like, in and of itself, I can't believe that they reached out like that. I can't believe they actually sent me this, and it's a really amazing machine. So one thing that a lot of people have been asking me for is longer form videos, slowed down a little bit, showing the whole process. So this is actually a carpet cleaning that I did this week that I split into 2 separate videos on my TikTok account. So I thought in the hopes of posting some more long form content that I would put it all together, slow it down for you guys a little bit, and give you the whole rotations, whatever, of this carpet cleaning. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing in this video also. So first thing being absolutely first, this section of carpet that I'm doing right here, I actually did start shampooing this previous to my shampooer breaking. My shampooer broke after the first round. So this did already have 1 round of cleaning in it just about a week or so ago before I went in and started doing these rounds here. This close-up was to show you the wash-dry function on this shampooer. I love the drying function on this shampooer, because the one thing about shampooing carpets is, man, you can just never get them dry enough. I put a fan on mine when I'm done. I have my dehumidifier running, and they stay soggy for hours. The dry mode on this really keeps my carpets from being soggy for hours, and I really appreciate that. Also, when I am doing my shampooing, I like to work in small sections. I've had people tell me I need to do sections smaller than this, but in all honesty, this size section is pretty much perfect for how I do it, and it works for me, and that's all that matters. So to start with, I always do a really, really good vacuum. Rug Hub one day actually commented on one of my videos, and their number 1 tip was to vacuum before you do it really, really well, and then after you shampoo and after it is fully dried, vacuum it again really, really good. They said that a lot of times you're going to pull a lot of that dirt up to the surface. So once the carpet's dry, giving them another good vacuum pulls up all of that extra dirt that you just don't want to leave sitting on your carpets. So once it's all vacuumed and it's looking good, this is where you can like pre-treat. For this particular round, I didn't do any pre-treatments just because I was really looking to see how the machine was going to do on its own without any of the pre-treatments. And I am so impressed with this machine. So very impressed with it. And definitely for the whole process, you want to be going really slow. Honestly, if you're doing this, you probably want to be going a lot slower than I am. I just don't have the patience for that. That's why I feel like I do so many rounds, is because I can't go quite as slow as I need to. But I go as slow as possible. And between each round here, so this was my round 1, just got done. That is what the top piece looked like. And my first water dump. But between each round, what I'm doing is I'm putting it on dry only mode, and I am drying the crap out of it. I did not, I believe for that first round, I didn't do a real deep dry on it. But I am making sure to really, really dry these in between each use. So like you're not putting way too much water in there. You're trying to suck up all of that really gross, awful stuff that gets trapped in carpets. And again, these carpets are really, really old. They're really worn down. They weren't properly cared for. I didn't even know how to properly care for them until the past few months. As I've been making my carpet cleaning videos, I've been getting some really amazing tips from people that do carpet cleaning for a living. So that has helped a lot. Getting a nice new machine has helped a lot. My last machine, the bristles on it were not spinning, so it was not agitating my carpet. The difference in the fluffiness between my carpet previously and my carpet now is incredible. So I'm just kind of going section by section rather, through my house, just trying to make it look better. There was my second round of water dump there. And this right here I'm doing is a dry round. I've got it set on its dry only mode. This machine does have a heated dry, which is really amazing. And that pullback, when you're coming backwards, that's where you're getting the most suction. So when you're doing this, that's where you definitely want to try to go a lot slower, is when you hit that backwards motion, because that's when you're really getting out all the good juices that are trapped inside your carpet. Now, if you guys came over from my TikTok account, you know I have lots of pets and I have kids. So carpets can get pretty dirty pretty quickly. And also, I wasn't taking care of them the way that they should have been taken care of for the first few years that we lived here. Now I know better. I'm trying to make them better. And I am trying to get new flooring, which I am working on. I actually have a friend that owns a carpet company, and he came over just yesterday and took measurements of the main living area and brought over some samples. So we're definitely going to see a lot of improvements here soon. We're going to be ripping this carpet out. We are going to be painting the walls. We are going to be painting the woodwork. We're going to be doing a lot of little updates, I think, that are going to help make the house look a lot better. There's that dry only, all of that stuff I pulled up. So this here is actually the start of the next day. So that was my first 2 rounds that I did, and I dried it really well, and I let it sit overnight. And this is the next morning, where I'm going over it with a vacuum again and just trying to get, again, all that dirt that's getting like whisked up to the top. We're trying to make sure we get all of that out. And it did. It got a good chunk of dirt and dust out of the carpet. That was my kid. One thing about me, again, if you came over from my TikTok, you know this. My kids are just always in my way. It's fine. It's okay. But yeah, that is probably the advice that Rug Hub gave me, which was to not be afraid to let it dry, vacuum it, and then go for another couple rounds. So that's what I did. Let it dry, vacuumed, and this is going in. I did another, I think, 2 or 3 rounds here. Again, we're just trying to get all that nastiness out. And I don't think I'm going to get this water to run clear until I can pull it up, clean underneath it, and replace it, honestly. I've been doing 4 and 5 rounds each on these sections, and the water still looks really gross. But as gross as the water looks, that's the grossness that I am taking out of my floors right now. Also do want to add on that this is sped up just a little bit. I do have everything here at a ×5 speed just because it was literally like almost 2 hours of video unedited. So we couldn't, nobody was going to watch that. There's no way I would watch that. But I definitely do just want to give everybody, hopefully, something that's enjoyable. Hopefully something that you like watching. I'm sure I'll talk about other things while I'm doing these videos, things that I'm doing. Honestly, I can't tell you if I have the greatest cleaning techniques in the world. However, I definitely have a work smarter, not harder mentality. Okay? Because there's absolutely no reason that we should be stressing ourselves out this much about house cleaning. If you've come from my TikTok, my favorite saying is, it's fine. Because it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just fine. But I would like to do these longer videos. I would like to have more options. I would like to show more things that I'm doing. Possibly do like vlogs and stuff. I am a stay-at-home mom. So I never stop doing stuff. I do stuff all of the time. But I for sure have painting coming up. I do believe when we get our next paycheck, we're going to go ahead and get our paint. And I do have a GoFundMe set up for my new flooring, which I do believe we should be able to get this next month, I'm hoping. It's going to depend on what our friend says for our estimate. He came and measured for us. And we're really going to try to start doing some things to make the house look better. I feel like the biggest struggle for me is even when my house is clean, everything is so old. Everything is old and brown. And honestly, I'm not sure what the obsession was with the people in the 70s and 80s that wanted everything in their house to be brown. But I don't love it. If you've seen my kitchen, my whole kitchen is brown, and it's just not me. It's just not me. Not that I don't like color. I love colors. I just don't like the way brown looks in a house, you know? I love blues and grays. Definitely going to be having some millennial gray going on in my house once we start painting. But you know, it's fine. I do like to add accents though and things like that. Wall decorations. I'm planning on getting some new couches soon. Just doing some things to spruce it up to make it look nicer. To make me feel a little bit better about it and have a little bit more pride in what I have. Not that I don't currently, but a lot of our stuff is hand-me-downs, and it's all old, used things that we are doing the best that we can with until we can afford to replace it. And I think that's just fine. You know, we do the best that we can with what we have, and I think it's beautiful. But yeah, I definitely have a lot more carpet shampooing to do, even though I am planning on replacing these soon. I do want to go ahead and get them all cleaned up and looking nice because I really like using my shampooer and I really, really like making videos. So we're going to section it out. We are going to try to get the whole house done in the next month so that when the carpets come out, I guess they'll be clean. It'll be interesting, though, to see who sees this video because I have not told the people of TikTok yet that we do have the things in motion for getting the flooring replaced. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that some of you guys come over and watch these videos. So yeah, I have a really good time making videos, and it brings me a lot of joy and gives me a really, really cool hobby. But we are getting towards the very end of this section here. I am on the drying portion right now. Again, just trying to get up all that grossness. I do think that carpet shampooing is just obnoxiously time consuming. But this machine really cut my time down quite a bit. I'm not having to empty the dirty tank as often. I'm not having to fill up the water tank as often. Definitely moving a lot faster and making my carpets just feel a lot better. And it's really, really easy to clean. At the very end of the video here in just a minute, I show you kind of the taking it apart and cleaning it. It's super easy. The bucket is all just one piece. The lid pops off and it's super easy to rinse out. There's no like weird crevices in it that need scrubbed, which some shampooers have for some reason. And then the very front plate pops off and you can just pop the rollers out and clean them and put them right back in, which I love, again, because I hate cleaning things that are supposed to clean for me. As you can see, there's the caked onness. It was a lot of carpet fibers and sand somehow. I don't even have sand. Like, we don't live anywhere near a beach. There was so much sand in my floor. I don't understand. But yeah, I just took a paper towel to this and wiped it down really good. I probably could have, like, taken a scrubber to it, but honestly, the paper towel got most of it up, and I feel like I don't need to scrub it every single time. But I definitely cleaned it up and made it look much better, because I definitely learned from my last shampooer that keeping them clean is very important. So there it was once I got it all wiped down, and then there was the front part all wiped down and cleaned up, and all put back together. Make sure you subscribe for more fun stuff.